Arsenal need a different style of a midfielder. The perfect fit, Bruno Guimarães from Newcastle. He is a leader, he is a box-to-box player, and he provides them with qualities they currently miss in that part of their midfield. Why is it so, and why are Arsenal actually delaying on actually meeting with Newcastle and agreeing terms? They are currently sitting at the table with Newcastle, but Newcastle need the cash. Show Newcastle the cash, walk away with the player. Arsenal has already agreed personal terms with Bruno Guimarães. It's very cool. It's nice. However, the team Newcastle have learned from their previous experience trying to send away Isak to Liverpool, which ended on the final day. They don't want that and have pegged Bruno Guimarães' price at 85 million minimum pounds sterling. Arsenal, show the money and walk away with your player because he improves the team in a lot of ways. Picture this. Arsenal trying to move the ball from the back, and they've only got one option as it stands. It's constantly the man, Declan Rice, who is always being that particular guy to help them move the ball. What happens? Anytime they meet a team that is very aggressive in the press, it becomes very difficult for the Arsenal team to actually progress the game. Aside that, Arsenal get overly predictable anytime they are moving the ball because we all know that the man Declan Rice would be hovering in a certain part of the park, and also the man Odegaard, when fit, would be on one other side. What this actually also led to was constantly having Odegaard actually being drawn back to try and build from the back, which really hampered his style of play. We saw Odegaard at the World Cup for Norway where he was playing higher up the pitch and getting the ball in a much advantageous position where he could actually affect play. Now, bring in Bruno Guimarães and that changes everything. You bring in a sort of deep line playmaker, a press-resistant playmaker, a guy who can drive when needed, a guy who can hover at the edge of the box when needed. Arsenal does not have that in their midfield currently, and it makes their midfield imbalanced. Now let's go through a couple of issues why I say that Bruno Guimarães to Arsenal is a perfect marriage that they actually need to consummate quickly so that other teams don't sniff around. We need to even go back to the days of Bruno Guimarães with Olympique Lyonnais to try and understand some fundamental things with this particular leader of Newcastle. Again, Guimarães likes to play the ball over the top and likes to find those incisive runs and passes. Arsenal, as they are currently known, they are Premier League champions, you can take that away from them, but are overly predictable when they get to the final third of the pitch. Bruno Guimarães, despite the fact he would be a hybrid 6-8 and occasionally 10, but Arsenal have enough 10s to play there, so 6 and 8 would provide them with such beautiful inside passes. What does this do and what does this open for Arsenal's attack? It gives them the opportunity to have their number 10s run in those channels and bend their run so that they're able to get into places like this and actually get the ball where they need it to be done. So imagine Bruno Guimarães getting this ball over the top for an Odegaard who is rushing there. That is a goal. That is easy. That goes well. Now, let's move it a bit more and see how he can actually affect play from way back, not so close this time, but from way back. Mixing it all up is one of the things that this Brazilian, who to me was the second best player in that Brazilian team after Vinicius Jr., brings to the team. Now, this kind of quarterback-like passes would help the likes of Saka to now be running the channels and also getting help. Saka does not necessarily need to be having the ball here. The likes of Madueke, imagine this. A Bruno Guimarães with the ball on this side and raises his head and finds Madueke running the channels. What does he do? Just that ball over the top, and Madueke with his speed will just lash onto it and just cut that ball back, and then you've got a goal from Victor Gyökeres. It's very interesting to note also that Bruno Guimarães scores a lot of goals. Why am I saying so? Now, in his interesting career with the team that is Newcastle so far in the EPL, last season he had 9 goals, 5 assists, a 14-goal involvement. Arsenal's top scorer for them the entire season, what Victor Gyökeres, and he had 15-goal involvement, and that is the striker. Arsenal need more goals from midfield to cement their position more this term as Premier League champions. And what way to go for a correct mix of experience, of exuberance, of energy, of a different caliber of player, of a complete midfielder than Bruno Guimarães. For that amount of money, getting a player who would give you 15-goal involvement plus all the other things he does in midfield is a steal in this market. Because if the likes of Elliot Anderson are going for 116, Bruno Guimarães should be going for 120, 130. But anyways, it's the seller's market, as they call it in other EPL. So this is what he has been able to get for himself. And in this Arsenal team, he helps balance that midfield, providing that box-to-box quality and actually relieving the man Declan Rice of a lot of stress. So now, get this. He's also very, very good timing his runs behind defenders when needed. How does this affect the likes of Moreno? How does this affect Miles Lewis-Kelly? Excuse me. Bruno Guimarães cannot be compared to Miles Lewis-Kelly, so let's just shift that aside. Now, how does this affect Mikel Moreno? Mikel Moreno would still play where he does play, but likely would affect the likes of Norgard, who no one is talking about, because bringing Norgard and Guimarães in a game means that you need to play Norgard as the 6 and Guimarães high up. What happens to Martin Zubimendi? Zubimendi would definitely get his chance. There are games that Arsenal would need double enforcers in the middle of the pack, and there are games that Arsenal would need a single pivot. What happens to Declan Rice? Declan Rice then continues in his role where he enjoys running in the left channel and leaving that DM position. Once Arsenal do not go on to try the very, very funny things they do, which is playing the likes of Declan Rice in the number 2 spot, Arsenal should be fine. Arsenal need depth on other sides of the pitch as well. But for me, Bruno Guimarães, who actually does win some duels, a lot of them I should say, always needs that part of the pitch to be extra combative, needs that part of the pitch to bring balance to the team. And Arsenal should just part ways with the 85 million and bring Bruno Guimarães home. Bruno Guimarães wants out of Newcastle. Bruno Guimarães wants Arsenal. Bruno Guimarães is perfect for Arsenal. Get Bruno Guimarães to Arsenal.